Hello everyone, I'm W4MP3 and this is Modded Minecraft, episode number 5. So today we're going to have a little bit of a chill day, and by chill day I mean we're just letting me build stuff that makes the whole village look better, like building roofs and maybe more buildings or maybe a small part of a wall. I haven't really decided to do what exactly we do today, but yeah. Just today I created if there were nothing really with modded and with other modded things is happening. Now you are asking why I need so much spruce wood here. Well, firstly I need some barrels, and secondly I need spruce wood to make trapdoors and stuff, because we're going to build and I need the trapdoors to build. And also we're getting some saplings. How many do we have? 34. Yeah, we're getting some saplings and then return to our base and plant some spruce there, so we don't have to wander like 30 blocks out. Anyways, let me just gather up some more resources and prepare some blocks, and let's go straight to the talky bits because, well, I have nothing planned, so talky bits it is. So guess who's using a script for this episode? Well, definitely not me. Or am I lying? Anyways, today's topic is about multiple things. First I want to say a bit more about the topic in episode 4, then I'll talk about something I'm doing currently and something I'll do in the near future. Buckle up, because I've written more stuff down than I have anticipated in the first place. So in the last episode I talked about the YouTube comment section where I more or less ranted about the meme and empty comments. Well, I went actually a bit overboard because of heated gamer moment. I am really not the authority on what you should think or like, nobody should be that. I should have phrased my ideas more as a suggestion so you think about comments more and maybe knowing what the content creator might actually use or need the comment section for. I always use them as a kind of feedback thing. If people complain about something reasonable, I should try to fix that. If people say something like, "This is great, more of that please," that also helps, boosting the ego a bit and making the content creator more confident and motivated in what they are doing. For me, the semi-unscripted part was an experiment on how well I would do without a script, and gauged by that if streaming is not going to be me struggling for an hour or two with the English language. Well, I'm clearly not ready for streaming, but I'm getting better at talking, which is nice. Anyways, that's it with the talky bits from last episode. Currently, I'm trying to get better at staying focused on stuff by tracking what I'm doing and in the future using that to improve myself. The thing I'm doing is called Elastic Habits, but in my case I modified it a tiny bit, because I'm really good at following guides. Let me give you a quick description on how Elastic Habits work and what I added to that. If you want to create a good habit, for example to do some fitness, you need to do them daily. Doing something daily is not easy. Some days you don't want to do anything and just want to rest. To combat that, you use a calendar that you see every day where you cross out how long you did the activity. You have 3 tiers of doing the activity: Mini, Plus and Elite. In Mini you just do the bare minimum, so you can say you've done at least something. In the example I've given earlier, you do something simple like 10 push-ups, go on a small walk around the block for 5 minutes, or go lift some small weights for 5 minutes. After you've done that, you can either stop or continue. If you have stopped, you just put a marker for Mini on that day on the calendar. If you still want to continue, welcome to the Plus tier. In the examples I have given, that would be something like 25 push-ups, go for a longer walk, which takes about 20 minutes, or lift the weights for 10 minutes. The Plus tier should take the amount of time or repetitions that you normally want to do in the future. Still not tired? Want to do more? Do more. That is the Elite tier we are approaching. Elite should be something more intense. More push-ups, more time outside walking, or more time lifting weights. Just be reasonable with that. You should still be able to reach that tier, but it must be challenging. If you manage to do that, congratulations, that's it. You don't need to do more. In my experience, I recommend taking at least a big break after reaching the Elite tier, or else, well, you burn yourself out, and that's making you want to do it less and not a habit. The better thing to do would be to stop after reaching elite tier, even if you are motivated to do more. Anyways, mark that day in your calendar. After some days, you should start automatically thinking about doing the habit, and after even more time has passed, you have a habit of doing something. Please don't use this description of elastic habits as a guideline. There are videos explaining the whole thing much better and even give the reasoning of why and how some of this works. So now we come to the personal part where I show you what I did and how you definitely shouldn't do it. Instead of just following the guide for elastic habits, I gamified this a bit. So I'm going to show you my calendar from May. It's a printed spreadsheet because I actually don't own a physical calendar. For clarity, I transferred the data into a proper spreadsheet, especially because it is in German and I was not able to cross the correct cells at the time. Doing everything every day is not happening on my part. Oops, this is something I have to improve on so I can form the habit properly. Speaking of improving, for the next month of July I changed the way of how I measure for the project. Instead of time, I count how many complete screens I did. That way it should be easier to reach the mini tier and make me more focused on making the levels themselves instead of coding stuff for hours like I did for the tournament. Yes, coding stuff is a real problem that is making the project happen less frequently. I also want to make a habit to do videos more frequently for this YouTube channel. That means video editing, writing scripts like this one here, and doing the voiceovers, which I'm doing right now, should happen faster in the long run. Normally you should also count recording the footage, but here I left that out because that's the most fun part of making a video. As a third habit, I want to do something artistic that is not making videos directly. I'm currently learning some 3D modeling with Blender. Here's a square cone I modeled, and here's a crappy monitor. Oh, and I want to show you this super accurate creeper I made. Additionally, I also put tool assisted speedruns there. The reasoning for that is... no reason at all. I just want to do tasks again because they make the views on this channel. So what do I think after almost 2 full months of doing elastic habits? I can't say anything really. I haven't done enough to say this works or it does not work for me. In a future episode I'll talk about this again, telling you a bit more on how that affected the habits I want to form, and maybe be able to give some tips on how to better or easier form the habit. What I already can tell you is that you should only form one habit at a time. Any more makes it more difficult. Also, timed habits you should avoid. You need to track progress somehow, not how many minutes you spend doing something. I can spend 1 hour making a cool and wacky effect that is only half a second long and in the grand scheme doesn't matter. Instead I can use an effect that I already made and can simply copy paste in like 15 seconds and use the remaining 59 minutes and 45 seconds to edit some parts of the videos that actually matter. Anyways, that's it with the current stuff I'm doing. Let's take a quick peek into the future. Streaming. Yes, streaming. I basically teased that in the part before the elastic habits. While I don't fully understand why people like streamed live content, I am interested in learning the why and how. The how I already know. I did live streaming in German over 7 years ago without anything fancy. The why we will figure out in the near future. So what is keeping me from streaming now? Well, if you watched the last episode of Modded Minecraft where I talked without a script, you don't know how bad it was before I edited that. I'm not really good at speaking in general, that's why I most of the time prefer doing scripted videos. Speaking generally is something I want to improve. For the stream itself I have planned some fun stuff like playing Super Mario World hacks, doing maybe the project and playing some random video games. But if you have some fun ideas you can send them to me. I'm open for suggestions. Well, I have nothing more to say about the streaming, but maybe non-talky-bits W4MP3 has more to say. Well, here we are, in the unscripted part of the video. Thank you, scripted W4MP3, for letting me take a breath, what? Anyways, I said in the beginning I won't do any tech mods today. I lied. I've crafted the rolling machine, and I'm going to put it up there. Where do I put this? I don't have that much space. Well, let's put it right here. It looks messy. It looks really janky here. Oh well. So what do we need the rolling machine for? Oh cool, we can lock this machine. That's really good. Well, last episode I wanted to craft the... what was it? The assembling? No. This one. The industrial blast furnace. And the... well... I wanted to craft these, but these are made in a rolling machine, so yeah. That's what I needed for this. I needed to make for the blast furnace. So let's get some copper and nickel and let's get this thing going. How much of these do I need? Yeah, it's just this crafting recipe, so I need 4. And I need 4 ingots. Oh well. Oh wow. I'm getting stuck with some leftovers again. Oh man. Oh well. Let's just put this here. And this like that. And it's working. Really nice. Good. Good. These villagers look kinda weird. Well, let's remove them. Oh, I have the bad omen now. I forgot about that. That exists. Oh well, I'm not near any village, so I'm fine with this. So last episode we built the other half of the roof, or I built. Hello Wandering Trader. And I fixed it. It's now the same height, and I've also finished it. So the roof is kinda finished, which is actually something okay, I lied. There's something missing. Yeah, I will do this part between this episode and the next episode, because I haven't really figured out how to do this part here. Anyways, the roof is fixed, done, and well, we need to fix the underside, and then we're really done. And then the next step, this roof, and then, well, building the inside of this place. And before that, because we need some no, I don't know the English word for this with this one. Abwechslung is the German word. We need something different to do now. Well, that roof isn't fixed really, because that part of the roof is missing from the behind part. Well, wait, I'm showing you this part here, and we're seeing some wood here, which is also not that good. So yeah, this part of the roof, this roof is the next one that I'm going to build. But for now, we're going to build maybe 1-2 more bases of the houses, so I can just replace the walls and stuff. Like I did with the starter house here, I've replaced the middle layer with stone bricks, which looks okay. Maybe replacing this one with these ones with stone bricks too, and maybe then go only 1 layer with the stone bricks and for each floor here. Also, I have no idea what to do with this house. Maybe I will just rip this one out. What we also maybe could do is build some more water generators to keep those both the recycler and the scrapinator running all the time. And we need something to feed the recycler, something that generates items like sugarcane or cactus. One of these 2 things. I will check out which one grows faster and is easier to farm, and then use that to feed the recycler. Yeah, I crafted it in the industrial blast furnace, but we're not done with this thing because it's a multi-block, and I didn't know that, so we need more blocks. And I have to place it somewhere where we have space, and this is the only place on this floor that has enough space. I need 4 blocks. The multi-block structure is 4 blocks tall, so it needs to go up to this log, and it's a 3x3 here. So it's really huge block, and we need to craft at least standard machine casings. We might be able to do advanced. No, we're not able to do advanced because that needs steel, and steel I can make in blast furnace. Yeah, as you can see, we need the blast furnace, the standard machine casing. First, we're making this with refined iron because that's, well, I actually could do it with iron plates. It's cheaper. We could also do it with aluminium, but that's basically wasting aluminium for the same amount of we can have with the standard machine casing. Oh well. At least we are getting four of these machine casings, so I might be able to craft this. I have already crafted some stuff up, but not for the multi-block machine. Guess what? I'm running out of power again. So I prepared something that's called 8 water mills and some cables, and now we're making this look somehow acceptable, and also maybe add one more line like here so it looks a bit more interesting. Maybe I'm also switching this here up with the column, and then put some stairs on top and get some fences, and then can I disconnect this? There's nothing that I can disconnect this. And that's stupid. There we go. Now we have 6 water molds here, and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's see how this looks from a bit of a distance. Yeah, it still looks not good. Are these waterloggable? That would be actually really awesome. They are. Let's try something. Yeah, I can place them in the water. I can hide them. Cool. I didn't know that. So let's change up the cables to the bottom. Well, it looks now much cleaner. I still haven't placed the stone walls there. I should do that. Do I have some of them? Yeah, here they are. That's good, that's good. So we're just putting them like this. That one is too much. And maybe we're putting some in front of these. Let's just try this with this one. Go away, weeds. And these two. And maybe put something on top, something flat that we can look through. Like some trapdoors, or maybe slabs around and the trapdoor on top of this cable. It would certainly look nice. There we go. We now have upgraded this visually a bit. Let's do something underwater here too. So, and now I can put this right here. And if you look from the other side, yeah, that looks much nicer now. Even though I like seeing the cable a bit, so maybe I'm putting a trapdoor on this front thing here too. Oh no, I can't. I actually can't, because then there will be a gap. Oh well. Let me just build the other one and then see what it really looks like. So this is what I've come up with. This is the final product for now. It's a bit it's now symmetrical. Both of these watermill lines are now going the same way out, and if I need a third line, I make a third line here, but This will give me enough power, I think, for a while. But I've also said that the last time, so And maybe I should also connect this one here to this part of the system, because we might need that. And also this thing is actually a really bad position because it's only outputting on this side here. So we need to place some cables and make it look good, and that's impossible. Well, I figure something out. Well, I've recorded maybe too much. I maybe have recorded for 2 episodes now, so let's hope this episode is getting longer than the last one. And yeah, I've done so many things today. Fixed the roof of the church, built the rolling machine, and made the blast furnace. A really productive episode today, so I hope you liked it, and well, bye bye.